Hi everyone, it's Will Taylor. Welcome to Strings Attached at Home, episode 18. Karen is away watching the kids. We're so glad that you're here. And we put so many hours of work into this July 4th picnic that we're going to replay it today in its entirety for you. And we really want you to enjoy this without any interruptions. We had some technical difficulties at the show on 4th of July. So we bring you this wonderful collection of musicians and music from our July 4th picnic. Sit back and enjoy. We make these weekly broadcasts completely free as an offering to you, but your tips and donations make all the difference in the world, as it is the primary source of income we have right now, with all of our gigs being literally gone. So thank you for the support. It makes it possible for us to come to you every week with a new offering, and we hope you enjoy this replay of our Karen and Will's 4th of July picnic. Enjoy. Welcome everybody. Come together right now.
Yeah.
That's right. Come together right now. It's so funny, that song was written for a political campaign, actually. John Lennon was taxed to do that. We're so glad you're here. I'm Will Taylor.
I'm Karen Mall.
And this is a special edition of Strings Attached at Home. We've got a great show for you. It's Independence Day. It's the first one in my life that I haven't been out somewhere watching a fireworks display, even though I have mixed feelings about getting rid of precious resources through that method. But we've put together an amazing show. Over the last 2 days, I've done nothing but assemble, edit, curate an amazing selections of songs that will give you a chance to pause musically in the space that we're in right now. And I would invite you to pause, and we're not trying to set any kind of big political statement here. We just want people to come together
As a community,
through music, through the lyrics of this music. So we're going to keep it short and sweet and let the music do the talking. Just to give you an idea, the idea was to come up with songs about the American experience, from the American experience, and to give you a little preview of what we've got in store for you. We've got some Gershwin, Randy Newman, Bob Dylan. There's originals in here from amazing Austin songwriters. We've got music from the Civil War series by Ken Burns, Stephen Foster, Paul Simon, and Hendrix, and many more things in store. So we're excited to present you this palette.
and we are your
Americana.
hosts tonight, which means we have all these amazing, beautiful videos of our friends playing amazing songs for you. But we are here right now to be here with you and to be intentional and to be present and to answer your comments and questions. So talk to us.
Yes.
Send us some hearts and send us some likes, and let's have a chat and let's be together, because we know that you are not out in parks and having barbecues and watching fireworks tonight. You chose to be here with us, so let's chat.
We're glad that you're safe. And if you want to contribute to the Strings Attached at Home show that we do every week, the link is there below. We take everything. We appreciate. If you can't donate, it's just fine. You could share the show. You could make comments. Everyone is welcome. But
This guy
support the show.
literally has done nothing
Makes
for the
a huge difference to share
past
the
3
show.
days
Yes,
besides curate this beautiful show for you.
that's right. All the way through the whole day up until the last second. We're here and we're excited. So let's get going. Anything else to mention? I think we're ready to go.
Let's get going with our first
Okay.
guest.
Our first
Ooh,
guest
so exciting!
is going to be singing the song from Porgy and Bess. You know what it is? Sets the tone of where we are.
Sets the tone.
Summertime by George Gershwin, featuring Betty Sue, who I met at Kerrville Folk Festival in 2009. And she invited me up on stage after I had a few beverages. And I thought, wait, you want me to come up there? And Karen was there as well. Didn't you remember that? In any case, Betty Sue does a great job of performing standards.
So beautiful.
Not only is she a folk singer-songwriter in Austin, but let's just check out what she does with this standard right now. So stay tuned. Turn it up. Here we go.
And the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing. Then you'll spread your wings and you'll take to the sky. But until that morning, there ain't nothing can harm you. No, with Daddy and Mama standing by. So hush, little baby, don't you cry.
All right, thank you, Betty Sue, for that beautiful version, sublime version from Porgy and Bess, George Gershwin's Summertime. And up next on Karen and Will's 4th of July picnic is a true international superstar of Texas music, our neighbor, Bob Livingston. He's traveled all over the world with his Texas Music International project, bringing musicians from different cultures together. He's got a really cool project called Cowboys and Indians. I encourage you to check it out. Bob Livingston is going to play Bob Dylan's 1964 classic, The Times They Are Changing. I think you'll love it. Take it away, Cowboy Bob.
Hello, brothers and sisters. My name is Bob Livingston. I came all the way from Austin, Texas, just to be here. Thanks a lot for having me, Will and Karen. The 4th of July celebration, big day. Want to be part of it with this great stellar lineup of folks, one after another, doing songs. And I kind of chose a Bob Dylan song to get things rolling with me. Go to the Sages. Go to the Sages. Come gather around, people, wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you've grown, and accept it soon. You'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, then you better start swimming, or you'll sink like a stone, 'cause the times they are a-changin'. Come writers and critics who prophesize with your pen, and keep your eyes wide, the chance won't come again. But don't speak too soon, 'cause the wheel's still in spin. and there's no telling who that it's naming. For the loser now will be the later to win, 'cause the times they are a-changing. They're changing. Come senators and congressmen, please heed the call. Don't stand in the doorway, don't block up the hall. For he who gets hurt is he who has stalled. There's a battle outside and it's raging. It'll shake your windows and rattle your walls, 'cause the times they are a-changing. Come mothers and fathers throughout the land, and don't criticize what you can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. Your old road is rapidly aging, so get out of the new one if you can't lend a hand, 'cause the times they are a-changing. The line it is drawn, the curse it is cast, and the slow one now will later be fast, just as the present now will later be past. The order is rapidly fading, and the first one now will later be last, 'cause the times they are a-changing. Yeah, the times they are a-changing. Oh, the times they are a-changing. They're changing. Thank you so much. Be safe, everyone. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing.
Hey everyone, welcome back. That was our good friend Bob Livingston, live from Austin, Texas. It's Strings Attached at Home with Will and Karen's, or Karen and Will's 4th of
Depending on who you ask.
July picnic. And that was again Bob Livingston, who we so love, such an amazing songwriter. I love
great.
Bob's sense of storytelling. I love his sense of rhythm on the guitar. He's so solid to play with. Done so many great shows with Bob. He has a show called Cowboys and Indians, which combines Indian dance, Indian music, musicians, and his songwriting. It's really amazing. So that was Bob Livingston on Bob Dylan.
And he's so at home in
1964.
his skin, and he's also our neighbor.
That. He's
Lives
also our neighbor.
kind of across the way, actually.
We're glad that you joined us, and my name is Will. This is Karen. The next song up, and by the way, we've chosen songs that are appropriate for Independence Day. We're celebrating freedom, which was originally freedom from taxation without representation, right? And we know that we still have a lot more work to do. and we are committed to that. Today we are just suggesting that we take a pause. It's a full moon. We take a pause and relax for a couple of hours, enjoy each other's company, make the comments. And Karen's song here, When I Was 3, is the number 3 song, actually. Has a little relation to 4th of July. So I'm going to let her tell the rest of the story.
Well, I was lying on a blanket on the 4th of July in Bailey's Harbor, Wisconsin, on the shores of Lake Michigan, with my sweetheart at the time. I was lying on a blanket watching the fireworks, and there was a traditional family of 4 in front of us, a mom and a dad and 2 kids, and I got a big kick out of watching the family watch the fireworks. And it was the time of my life when I was so desperate to be a mother. And at the end of the fireworks show, there's beautiful fireworks, and for some reason I had the night off that night. I don't know why, but I had this beautiful night off, and at the end of the fireworks, the dad rises from the blanket and says to the mom, "They were so much better last year." And I thought, don't say that to those sweet little babies. This is the best fireworks show they have ever seen. Even the very worst one would have been the best one for them. So that was the beginning of this next song, which references the 4th of July. And I hope you like it.
I think you will. Here we go with Karen Mall's When I Was 3. Welcome to Karen and Will's 4th of July picnic.
When I was 3, I could not tell a lie. Everyone I knew was still alive. My best friend Irene was a few houses down. All the people I loved lived in the same town. Tell time, it was time that told me when to wake up and how hungry to be. My dad was the handsomest man that I knew, and my favorite art was the pictures I drew. And the fireworks on that 4th of July were the best ones that I'd ever seen. There was nothing to lose, nothing to fear in a world where my mother was queen. And when I was lost, someone always came looking for me. When I was 3. The water was never too cold at the beach. Nothing I wanted was out of my reach. I was at home in or out of my clothes, and the dandelion flower was as pretty as a rose. And the fireworks on that 4th of July were the best ones that I'd ever seen. There was nothing to lose, nothing to fear in a world where my mother was queen. When I was lost, someone always came looking for me. When I was 3. They say newborn babies know how to swim. New-made lovers glow when they begin. But it's the learning of fears, it's the weight of the years that makes us forget who we've been. sister and I had not grown apart. No sweetheart had ever broken my heart. I had no regrets, no emotional scars, no secret reasons for wishing on stars. And the fireworks on that 4th of July were the best ones that I'd ever seen. There was nothing to lose, nothing to fear in a world where my mother was queen. And when I was lost, someone always came looking for me. When I was through.
That was Karen Mall at our beautiful park, Mary Moore Seawright Park, about 4 weeks ago. You could hear the tree frogs croaking in the background. And Karen wrote that song, and it's one of her big hits. Her fans are always asking for "When I Was 3."
It's one of my greatest hits.
People are always wanting to return to the innocence of youth and try to carry that forward. So
I'd like to say a few words right now about this
would?
day. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Take it away.
Some people ask why we would celebrate this holiday,
Right up on it.
especially this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the phrase comes to mind, until everyone is free, no one is free. And Will and I believe that too, right? But meanwhile, we have a lot of work to do. And for us, it starts with community. So thank you for being with us tonight. Today marks the celebration of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. It is by definition a rebel holiday, celebrating protest and action. We are here with you today to sing songs of protest and action. Music can join voices and hearts and allow us to lift the veil of separation and see the divine, unique soul in each other. Did you know that when a chorus sings together, the hearts of those singing and the audience beat together simultaneously? It's true, it's science. Many of the songs that we bring to you tonight demand action and self-questioning and interrogation of our complacency and willful sleepiness. They call us to wake up. Tonight is also a full moon. Did you know that? Mm-mm. We will have fireworks and full moon above us tonight. All in our little rooms at home, being together nonetheless. JFK once said, "We go to the moon and other things not because they are easy, but because they are hard." Lasting stories and songs are written from scars, from and during our struggles. So here we are, amidst our struggles, coming to you. Ta-Nehisi Coates said, "Even if something awful is not your fault, but you benefit from the circumstance, you can still bear responsibility for cleaning it up." I just love that quote. That's really what it's about. It might be hard and it feels worse, but it's still the right thing to do. Today we celebrate protest and challenge to our status quo in the spirit of Pete Seeger in honor of our songwriting foremothers and forefathers, Libba Cotton and Leadbelly, in honor of those who have gone before us, we sing to bring light to this moment and to your hearts, to continue to fight for your own enlightenment, for your own freedom from fear and into the next moment of transformation for our country, which at the end of the day, it's still ours and we are still hers, and we have a lot of work to do. And next,
It's true.
we have Michael Fracasso.
Yes, Michael Fracasso is going to sing us 2 originals that he has
Yay!
chosen, I believe. And here we are. Let's send it over to Michael Fracasso.
Hi, I'm Michael Fracasso, and I'm going to start off my portion of this show with a song called Red, White, and Blue. Well, I came here from Eastern Virginia with a shadow of doubt on my trail. Through the wind in the piney black forest, where the rain shrouded me like a veil. And they asked me to fight for my country, a country divided in two. But we'd already lost, and all that it cost was bleeding in red, white, and blue. There I came to farm on the border, and I asked the kind man for a drink. And it looked like at first he might shoot me, for he paused just a moment to think. And he asked me my allegiance. I told him I'd always been true to the stars and the stripes. For all of my life I'd die for the red, white, and blue. Well, he scoffed and said all wars were evil, for they robbed this sad world of their youth. And the men who did wage them deceive us, for they never will tell you the truth. They'd have brother fight against brother, like Cain, poor Abel he slew. Like the night into day, the blue and the gray would fade into red, white, and blue. Now this man had a fair young daughter. Her eyes were robin's egg blue, and her hair felt like ringlets of water, washed my troubles away through and through. And she lay down beside me and whispered that her love every night she'd renew if I stayed by her side and never did ride to fight with the red, white, and blue. But my love for my country grew stronger, and I joined with the boys in the east, and we rode with valor and swagger while we storm through the South like a beast, and we tore out the heart of its people, and we burned every town we went through. All the spoils were ours beneath the stars and stripes of the red, white, and blue. Then a bullet most grievous did find me, and my leg I could no longer feel. So they saw through my bones for to save me, cauterized my skin for to heal. As I lay there in my confusion, they gave me a cane and a shoe. Now 1 foot in the grave, a small price to pay to serve in the red, white, and blue. Then I made my way back to my true love. There was nothing left of her home, just a pile of rubble and ashes. Her poor daddy was just skin and bones. When I asked him where I might find her, he showed me where wildflowers grew. He laid her to rest in the place she loved best, wildflowers of red, white, and blue. Thank you very much. This next song is called Save Her Love. I wrote it, I was asked to do a Woody Guthrie tribute show, and I wrote it, I learned a few Woody Guthrie songs, but I also wrote this song kind of in Woody Guthrie tradition, and wrote my own song to it. It's called Save Her Love. Yeah. this country. God save her love for me. Well, they knock at your door in the name of progress to sell you the latest. It's new. You don't know what it's for, but it shoots up like a rocket and you throw it away when you're through. Or you may pack up your bags and move for a profit, or blow where the wind sets you free. But when you lay down at night, may the stars be shining on all it was meant to be. From the mountains to the valleys, from the prairies to the sea. If you ain't got love, you ain't got nickel. God save this world. God save this country. God save her love for me. God save this world. God save this country. God save her love for me. Thank you very much.
Rolling.
Welcome back. That was Shokin Farewell by Jay Unger. That was a fiddle camp farewell that Ken Burns sourced for the Civil War series, and it was read under a Union soldier's letter to his wife as he was off to the Battle of Bull Run, which he did not survive. So we're here today celebrating just coming together, like the first song that we heard, which was an instrumental, coming together for a pause, coming together to take a breath, and we know there's a lot of work to do. And I hear fireworks going off in the background.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to keep the show moving forward. We have a really good friend of ours, Kimberly Polinni, along with her husband, Paul Polinni, on the next track. I woke up with my mind stayed on freedom. So if you haven't had a chance to support the show, we bring this show to you every week. Strings Attached at Home. And while we make this as a free offering,
Usually on Tuesday nights.
your support makes a great difference. Thank you so much. Here's Kimberly and Paul Polinni.
I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I'm singing and praying with my mind stayed on freedom. I'm singing and praying with my mind stayed on freedom. I'm singing and praying with my mind stayed on freedom. Hallelujah. Walking and talking with my mind stayed on freedom. Oh, I'm walking and marching with my mind stayed on freedom. I'm walking and marching with my mind stayed on freedom. Stayed on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. Oh, hallelujah, 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 everyone needs some freedom. Well, everyone wants some freedom. Freedom, freedom.
All right, that was Kimberly and Paul Polinni singing a great song, I Woke Up With My Mind Stayed on Freedom. And up next, we have a really dear friend of ours from Minneapolis. He's going to sing a Paul Simon song, America. You know it, you love it. Let's make this a sing-along. So here's David Stoddard singing Paul Simon's America. Take it away, David.
Let us be lovers, marry our fortunes together. I've got some real estate here in my bag, so we bought a pack of cigarettes, Mrs. Wagner pies, and we walked off to to look for America. Kathy, I said as we bordered Greyhound in Pittsburgh, Michigan seems like a dream to me now. And it took me 4 days to hitchhike from Saginaw. I've gone to look for America. Laughing on the bus, playing games with her faces. She said the man in the gabardine suit was a spy. And I said, be careful, his bow tie is really a camera. Toss me a cigarette, I think there's one in my raincoat. We smoked the last one an hour ago. So I looked at the scenery. She read her magazine, and the moon rose over an open field. Kathy, I'm lost, I said, though I knew she was sleeping. I'm aching and empty and I don't know why. Counting the cars on the New Jersey Turnpike, they've all come to look for America. They've all come to look for America. They've all come to look for America.
Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Shelly King. Glad to be here with you. Thank you to Will and Karen for inviting me to come along with you on your picnic. I'm gonna play a song off my new album. My new album's called Kick Up Your Heels, and this is a song I wrote with my friend Marcia Ball, and she recorded it with me, and so did Delbert McClinton. So I hope you enjoy the solo version. This song's called Hurricane Party. I guess you're wondering why I called you here. The clouds are thundering, the storm's getting near. When we're together, let the four winds blow. To hell with the weather, let's rock and roll. It's a hurricane party, hurricane, a hurricane party, hurricane. The pressure drops, we won't stop. It's a hurricane party. The sky looks funny and the waves are breaking. Is it just me, honey? Is this whole house shaking?
right, thanks. That was Shelly King, our good friend Shelly King, right here from Austin, Texas. We're just going to cross our fingers and hope
Yay!
that the broadcast will continue
Let's keep hoping.
on this Independence Day. Right here, we have a song now that I love from Randy Newman. Listen to these lyrics. Sail Away, sung by...
Dave Madden.
Here we
love
go.
Dave Madden.
Take a listen, folks.
In America, you'll get food to eat. Won't have to run through the jungle, scuff up your feet. You just sing about Jesus and drink wine all day. It's great to be an American. Ain't no lions or tigers, ain't no mama snake. Just a sweet watermelon and the buckwheat cake. Everybody is as happy as a man can be. Climb aboard, little walk, sail away with me. Sail away, sail away. We will cross the mighty ocean into Charleston Bay. Sail away, sail away. We will cross the mighty ocean into Charleston Bay. In America, every man is free. Yes, to take care of his home and his family. You'll be as happy as a monkey in a monkey tree. You're all gonna be in America. Sail away, sail away. We will cross the mighty ocean into Charleston Bay. Oh, sail away, sail away, yeah. We will cross the mighty ocean into Charleston Bay. In America, every man is free.
We're back. That was Dave Madden and Randy Newman. There's not many things that are quite American like Randy Newman and his take on America. I love how that song ended. Well, we're at the point here, about the halfway point in the show, and we want to encourage you to support the show if you can. We're here every week, Strings Attached at Home, usually on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. This is a special July 4th picnic edition. So we're going to take you far back into the late 19th century.
Oh, yeah.
To visit a gentleman who unfortunately died penniless. But he left us some great music, some great songs. Very much an American songwriter. Stephen Foster is who I speak of. And I remember one time riding in the car with you and I said, "Do you know this song?" And you picked it up on mandolin and you played
In the car?
in the car this amazing version. You sang it and played the mandolin,
Aww.
and it worked great. You don't really hear mandolin accompanying.
Yeah, I've been playing this
Singer.
song forever.
So here's Hard Times
Come
with
again, no more.
our special guest from our land here, Chantel Mead.
Chantel Mead is going to join us on harmonies.
Here we go.
There's a voice that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered upon my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. While we seek mirth and beauty and music light and gay, there are frail forms fainting at the door. Though their voices are silent, their pleading looks will say, oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. There's a pale, drooping maiden who toils her life away with a worn heart whose better days are o'er. Though her voice it would be merry, 'tis sighing all the day. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Oh, hard times come again no more.
That was Hard Times by Stephen Foster. Welcome to Karen and Will's 4th of July picnic. We're glad you joined us, and we love your support below. You can tip us Venmo, PayPal, snail mail. We're going to move on now and hope that everything is great and play a song, an original song by Darren Murphy.
Yeah.
I used to work a lot with him and his sister, Trish Murphy. Matter of fact, I played with Trish on one of the first Austin City Limits music festivals a long time ago. So we'll turn it right over to Darren Murphy here.
Hey, I'm Darren Murphy. I first met Will 15 years ago. He was doing a Christmas show with Strings Attached, and soon after he started recruiting me for a lot of his different projects, including the Beatles' White Album, Sgt. Pepper, Abbey Road. And through him, I got to meet some of my favorite musicians ever to come out of this town. So I'm very grateful to him and to Karen for the memories and also for having me here today. Hope everyone's having a great 4th of July. And if I had one message to deliver to America right now, it would be this. Don't forget to breathe. I used to wonder how it could be so that being strong meant you gotta let go. Oh, before I realized just how much it fortified my soul.
and slow. It gave me strength and courage like I'd never known. It warms me up when my world is cold. It keeps me young like I'll never get old. Oh, it makes me feel alive. Yeah, I'll never spend this life alone. Oh, see my body moving deep and slow. It gives me strength and courage like I've never known. Breathing whenever it starts, I keep breathing. In time with my heart, I am breathing. I'll never forget about breathing. Just one breath at a time. Feel alive. Yeah, I'll never spend this life alone. Oh, still my body moving deep and slow. It gives you strength and courage like you've never known. Whenever it starts, I keep breathing. In time with my heart, I am breathing. I'll never forget about breathing. Just one breath at a time.
Thanks a lot to Darren Murphy for bringing that original song to the show. If you just joined us, this is Karen and Will's 4th of July Picnic 2020. And the assignment was to all the artists to think of songs about the American experience. So this one by David Stoddard, our good friend from Minneapolis, talks about his experience growing up going to hunting camps as a kid. It's called 30-06. Here's David Stoddard. Enjoy.
.410's not a big gun. There's a lot of power in little hands. Smell you, then he's gonna run. They like to hang out in the wetland. Till you're ready, keep your safety on, and you keep your barrel down range. It's different in the early dawn. You'd almost feel the light change. There's a smoke of memory where your details disappear. Some things are still brighter than the day. They'll tell you that you're only remembering your own remembering. But it don't feel that way. It's your first taste of coffee and bad words. They don't sound the way your friends do. No matter what you think you heard, you couldn't repeat it if you wanted to. A grown man, he's a little boy. He's a deer slayer on this plot of land. 30-aught, that's not a toy. Turn a boy into a grown man. There's a smoke of memory where your details disappear. Some things are still brighter than the day. They'll tell you that you're only remembering your own remembering, but it don't feel that way. Grandpa's quiet in the early morning, keeps a blaze orange outside, and there's a breeze in the dry corn. It's been just a year since Grandma died. Man cribbage, that's a weird game, and they've all been playing since way before. And on Sunday there's a Packer game, 15-2, now your Paris 4. And there's a smoke of memory where your details disappear. Some things are still brighter than the day. They'll tell you that you're only remembering your own remembering, but it don't feel that way. You don't understand everything when they talk the way the men do. You hear them turning on a bed spring, but it's not as though you have to. And this year we got a foot of snow, and that's a lot better than the rain and the mud. You can't hear them, but they run slow. You can track them where there's fresh blood. And there's a smoke of memory where your details disappear. Some things are still brighter than the day. They'll tell you that you're only remembering your own remembering, but it don't feel that way.
Here we've got plenty more songs for you.
A lot more show for
A
you.
lot more show. Up next is
Leanne Atherton, Austin's Treasure.
and she's doing a beast of a song. When I suggested she do this song, she said, "Oh yeah, absolutely love to do that." American Pie by Don McLean. Here we go, everybody. This is a sing-along, right? Epic.
Happy 4th of July, y'all. Thank you, Will Taylor, for getting us together to celebrate Independence Day through music. Got a sing-along for you. A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew that if I had my chance, I could make those people dance. And maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. And I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride. But something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die." Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so. Or do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes, and I take the rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage rockin' buck with pink carnation and a pickup sergeants played marching to, yeah, we all got to dance, but we never got the chance, oh, 'cause the players tried to take the field and the marching band refused to yield. Oh, do you recall what was revealed today? The music died. We started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. And there we were all in one place, oh, a generation lost in space, with no time left to start again. So come on, Jack, be nimble and Jack, be quick, yeah. Jack flash sat on a candlestick, yeah. The devil, vice, only friend. Oh, and as I watched him on the stage, my hands were clenched in fist of rage. No angel born in hell could break that Satan spell. Oh, and as the flames climb high into the night to light the sacrificial rite, I saw Satan laughing with delight. The day the music died, we were singing, he was singing it, you could hear him, y'all. Bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news. She just smiled and turned away. And I went on down to that sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. But in the streets, the children screamed, the lovers cried, the poets dreamed, but not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken, and the three men that I admired most, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast. The day the music died. So bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. Happy 4th, y'all.
Well, hey there. If you just joined us, this is Karen and Will's 4th of July picnic live stream. That was Leanne Atherton singing the song American Pie by Don McLean. Thank you, Leanne, for doing that. And we're so sorry that you can't have your events happening right now. The Barn Dance is a wonderful event that Leanne has been putting on for the community for many years in South Austin, and we look forward to when that can happen again. So up next is another Austin power music couple, Guy and Jessica Forsyth. Jessica is going to be singing Guy's song, Take Advantage of You. Here we go. Take it away, Jessica.
Hi there, I'm Jessica Bailey. This is Guy Forsyth.
Hi.
And we want to say thank you to Karen and Will for having us on and putting this together. And when we were asked what we would like to do for this 4th of July show, for the first time in my life I was perplexed as to what it was that I wanted to sing. I would usually sing God Bless America or something.
She does a great national anthem. She really
Something
does.
patriotic like that, but it didn't feel right. So this is a song by Guy and Darden Smith. This is Take Advantage of You. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
We're back. That was Jessica Forsyth and Guy Forsyth singing Take Advantage of You. We're going to move on to the next song. Thanks so much, Jessica, for getting that song to me. And stick around for a couple Guy Forsyth songs, as well as Ulrich Ellison. And we're getting to the end of the show. If you haven't had a chance to support our live show that we do every week, there's the information at the bottom. We take all forms of donations and tips. And we're going to move on now to the next artist. Thank you for your patience. And this is Jake Andrews. Take it away, Jake.
Hey everybody, Jake Andrews here. It's been quite a while since I've seen any of y'all live and in person. And I sure do miss getting to play live here in this wonderful city of ours, Austin, Texas. But this is really cool that Will is putting this on for the 4th. And happy 4th of July to everybody. I hope you're going to stay safe and healthy. No big parties this year. Okay. So the theme of this show is freedom songs, the American experience, and freedom across the board for all human beings, you know? And we are getting to the root of a lot of long-standing issues that are standing in the way of that. So I hope everybody's working hard to bring about those changes, okay? It's the time. This is a song of mine called Run for Your Life. And it's a freedom song of sorts. Physical freedom, mental freedom, but also especially spiritual freedom. And that was really my intention when I wrote this song. So, I hope you like it. It goes like this. Happiness is just a dream. you guys enjoyed that. And I'd like to thank Will again for asking me to be a part of this. And I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Out at some shows, some live music. Hope we can get back sometime. Okay. God bless. My love to all of y'all. Peace.
Everybody, that was Jake Andrews. Thanks a lot, Jake. We're just trucking along here with the show. We've got a great song now that features Karen Mall and myself and our neighbor. Up next, Karen's going to tell you about the song.
This is a song we learned from Eliza Gilkison, and it was written by Woody Guthrie, and it was buried in the vaults, and Eliza resurrected it and dusted it off and put her amazing, beautiful signature on it and recorded it. It's called Peace Call, and we love this song so much. I was fortunate enough to play at the Woody Guthrie Festival for several years and met a lot of wonderful folks there. And it's a fine, fine song from Woody Guthrie. And we are so happy to bring it to you. And Will and I and Chantel Mead, who is the mother of my daughter's best friend, joins us on harmony. And we hope that you like this song as much as we do.
Open your hearts to the paradise, to the peace of the heavenly angels. Take away that woeful shadow dancing on your wall. Take to the skies of peace, oh friends, the peace of the one great spirit. Get ready for my bugle call of peace. Peace, 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 I can hear the bugle sounding, roaming round my land, my city and my town. Peace, 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 I can hear the voices ringing louder while my bugle calls for peace. Thick war clouds will throw their shadows, darkening the world around you. But in my life of peace, your dark illusions fall. Think and pray along the way, embrace the ones around you. Get ready for my bugle call of peace. Peace, 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 I can hear the bugle sounding, roaming round my land, my city and my town. Peace, 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 I can hear the voices ringing louder while my bugle calls for peace. If these war storms fill your heart with 1,000 kinds of worry, keep to my road of peace and you'll never have to fear. Keep in the sun and look around in the face of peace and plenty. Get ready for my bugle call of peace. Peace, 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 I can hear the bugle sounding, roaming round my land, my city and my town. Peace, 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 I can hear the voices ringing louder while my bugle calls for peace. I'll clear my house of the weeds of fear and turn to the friends around me. With my smile of peace, I'll greet you one and all. I'll work out voices ringing louder while my bugle calls for peace. Get ready for my bugle call of peace. Peace on earth, y'all. So good.
Welcome back. That was Peace Call by Woody Guthrie, sung lead vocals by Karen Mall, with some background harmony from myself and Chantel Mead, our wonderful neighbor. Thanks for joining us for Karen and Will's 4th of July picnic with a bunch of great Austin musicians that have performed with us over the last couple of decades. And the next one coming up is somebody who has the same birthday as I do and have known for several decades. First concert we did was in 2003 at St. David's Episcopal Church, and he's going to be singing the second Paul Simon song of this broadcast with the name America in it. Here is Guy Forsyth singing American Tune.
Hi, Guy Forsyth here. I'd like to play you a Paul Simon song. Many is the time I've been mistaken, many times confused. Yes, and I've often felt forsaken and certainly misused. But I'm alright, I'm just weary to my bones. Still, you don't expect to be bright and born, for no, so far away from home, so far away from home. Don't know a soul who's not been battered, don't have a friend who feels at ease. No dream that's not been shattered or driven to its knees. But it's alright, for we live so well, so long. Still, when I think of the road we're traveling on, I wonder can't help it, I wonder what's gone wrong. And I dreamed I was dying, I dreamed that my soul rose unexpectedly, looking back down at me, fighting dreamless flying up above. My eyes could clearly see the Statue of Liberty sailing away to sea. And I dreamed I was flying. We come on a ship they call the Mayflower. We come on a ship that sailed the moon. We come in the age's most uncertain hour and sing an American tune. And it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. You can't be forever blessed. Still, tomorrow's gonna be another working day, and I'm trying to get some rest. That's all I'm trying, to get some rest.
All All right, that was Guy Forsyth singing American Tune by Paul Simon. Once again, if you just joined us, this is Karen and Will's 4th of July picnic. We appreciate your tips and support for the show at live.stringsattached.org. We come to you every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m., and on Wednesdays at 1 p.m., which is our European broadcast, and your support is greatly appreciated. This is our primary way of making income during this time when the times have definitely been changing, as we all know. So up next, we have a good friend from Austria who also lives in Austin, Texas. Ulrich Ellison is going to do a beautifully sublime version of Hendrix's Little Wing. Take a listen.
She's walking through the clouds with a circus mate that's running wild. Butterflies and zebras, moonbeams and fairy tales. That's all she ever thinks about. She comes to me with 1,000 smiles. She gives to me free. It's alright, she says. Take anything you want from me. Take anything, right another way.
All right, that was Ulrich Ellison playing Hendrix's Little Wing. Thanks for joining the broadcast. You can support it by making a tip at live.stringsattached.org. This is Karen and Will's 4th of July picnic, and we're glad you joined us for the community coming together and just taking a pause to remember that there's still a lot of work to be done, and we're in this together, this great American experiment, this great American experience that we all are a part of. And I hope that we all just stay committed and to not give up is my hope, and that we all are brothers and sisters in this great experiment that we all own together. So the next song is from a dear friend who passed away a few years ago. His name is David Glazer. And it's a song that he wrote for Memorial Day, which I think is very appropriate for this time. There's a great message in this song, which is called Eddies.
Winged horses guard the entrance to the city, where you turn and take the bridge across the river. There's eagles flying in the architecture, echoes of a promise undelivered. The cemetery lies beside the parkway. Morning traffic rushes by unnoticed. Row after row of perfect headstones, wider than the widest dogwood blossom. This ground was hard won, but all your fighting days are done. For you there will be no more war forever. At ease. This land was once inhabited by natives. Yeah, and once it was the manor of a general. 1 square mile of white oak trees and pasture. The seat of power is just across the river. The iron gates swing open for the caissons, the bugles and the guns of ceremony. Presidents and privates now are equals. The lowly take their place beside the mighty. Well, this ground was hard won, but all your fighting days are done. For you there will be no more war forever. At ease. The arts of war are sacrifice and valor. The arts of peace are music and the harvest. A gilded statue holds no consolation for a child who's growing up without a father. Now if all these wars were necessary evil, then all these lives were given for a reason. And someday there will be no need for fighting. May we live to see that blessed season.
This ground was hard won, but all your fighting days are done. For you there will be no more war forever. At ease.
All right, we're back. I'm Will Taylor. That was David Glazer singing his original song, At Ease, about there should be a day, a blessed day, that we all hope to see in our hearts when we have no more need for war. And the irony is that on the 4th of July, we shoot off fireworks that symbolize weapons and war. Maybe there will be a day when we won't have to celebrate the 4th of July. That's just an idea. Maybe I'm just dreaming, but I don't think I'm the only one. And I'm really excited about this next guest because this is my father talking about something that he is really passionate about, which is, he's not just passionate about music, but he's passionate about poetry and prose. And the author that he's passionate about is Jack Kerouac, who inspired Guy Forsyth to write the song Children of Jack. So we're going to have a little conversation about what it was like during that time period when Jack Kerouac went on the road and had these experiences that eventually resulted in the book On the Road, which inspired Guy Forsyth's song Children of Jack. And so after that, we'll hear the song that we recorded on the bridge here in Austin, Texas. And I think it has a beautiful message, and it's a beautiful way to end the show. And once again, if you haven't had a chance to support the show, the links are below, or you can go to live.stringsattached.org. We sure appreciate you being here, and have a little patience during this next section because we're going to talk a little bit, but some great music is right after this little discussion about Jack Kerouac and his book On the Road. I think it will help inform the song, and you'll hear it in a way that really will touch your heart with the history that is connected to this song. So here we go with Dr. Charles Taylor, my father, talking about Children of Jack and Jack Kerouac's On the Road. So I thought I'd bring my father, call him up, and get his perspective as an English professor, a poet, somebody who has been an inspiration to me for living outside the box, outside the mold. This is the guy that took me to the Rainbow Gathering in 1976. So I got my dad here on the line, and I'm just going to turn it over to him and his sort of review of the song, anything that he has to say. Dad, you're on.
Well, I really enjoy that song and that performance that you did on the bridge over the Colorado. A wonderful performance, very spirited singing of that song by Guy Forsyth with you and Karen joining in. It's a testament to the romantic streak in Americans, the desire to hit the open road. Walt Whitman wrote a poem called The Open Road, to go out, have adventures, explore the countryside, and to hopefully discover a bit about who you are and where what this country is. And he made most of these trips in the 1940s. It's kind of amazing that it caught on and has continued to catch on with young people. Cheap gas, cars, cars were becoming more and more democratic. More people had them. The roads were getting better. In the novel, he not only rides, hitchhikes, he also rides trains. They used to have these loaner cars. People would get you to drive a car across the country for them, and they would pay the gas and give you a little to eat on the way. I've had friends a little older than I that did that. So it was a great big manuscript. It had to be kind of organized and shortened. It's famous for the fact that he wrote one of the drafts on rolling paper. so that he didn't have to stop and take a piece of paper out and put a piece of paper in. He wanted to keep the flow of the emotion, the sense of movement, and the adventure going. And this scroll, as it's called, came to Austin a few years back and was at the Humanities Research Center, and they had it up on the wall. Somebody bought it for $2 million. So it's a very unusual method he used to write that book too.
All right, so here's Guy Forsyth singing with a volunteer string orchestra that I put together of students and professional Austin musicians. We did this in 2017 on a bridge over Lady Bird Lake, Austin. So here's Guy Forsyth singing Children of Jack. Enjoy.
So this is a song that I wrote for Jack Kerouac's birthday. Jack Kerouac was one of the beat poets and wrote a fabulous classic of American literature entitled On the Road. He was a beat poet. Beat poets were a group of poets who were exemplified by a spirit right after World War II, where servicemen coming back from World War II who had seen the world realized that there was more to the world than what they'd seen in their own hometowns, and they wanted to find out what was going on in the world around them, and so they took to the road to see the world. So this is for Jack Kerouac. I'm out riding along the dark highway. I get a feeling inside, throw all that I have away. And I leave all this behind me, like that job I had in the day. All the black dresses, soul-testing lovers and liars, speeding tickets I never paid. Believe in love at first sight. As a matter of fact, I do. Every time that I open my eyes, that saying comes true. I see you in the laundromat, black Irish washerwoman in a funeral hat, Italian ballerina on an asphalt stage, bleach blonde poet of a Victorian age. Shining car at night, children of Jack, we will never turn back, as we ride away in the night. And if I were to take you by force, carry you away back to my bedroom, just for music to play, and I play you the songs that I've written, the ones that I can't seem to write. Maybe you know what you're missing, stay past the night. America, where goest thou with thy shining car at night? Children of Jack, we will never turn back as we ride away in the night. Oh, my father, he built me this backpack, just an inch or two big for real. I'll pack my guitar, the smoke from this bar, my songs and one hot meal. And I'll ride to the west chasing sunsets like gold. Dawn I will ride to the east. I'll find all the friends that I've lost on the road. Maybe then I'll know me some peace. America, where goest thou with thy shiny car at night? Children of Jack, we will never turn back as we ride away in the night. Oh, there's so much more to this wonderful world than we are sold on TV. So tell me, if you are not already dead, you'll come and live it with me. Leave your college plans, your one-night stands, business clothes and the rest. Oh, there's pleasure enough in your heart and your hands. Blue jeans suit you best. America, where goest thou with thy shiny car at night? Children of Jack, we will never turn back as we ride away in the night. Children of Jack, we will never turn back as we ride away in the light.
All right, welcome back, everybody. That was Guy Forsyth on the bridge over Lady Bird Lake, Austin, singing his song Children of Jack. We're at the end of the show. This has been Karen and Will's 4th of July picnic 2020. We celebrated the American experience and our hope for togetherness. So we're going to end here with a sing-along. If you enjoyed what you heard tonight, please share the video. Please pass the message of the songs.
And join us on Tuesdays at 7:30 every week, right here in South Austin.
Sees beyond the years. for spacious skies, for amber waves of gray, for purple mountains, majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with humankind from sea to shining sea. Peace, peace, I can hear the bugle sounding, roaming round my land, my city and my town. Peace, 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 I can hear the voices ringing, louder while my bugle calls for peace. I'll clear my house of the weeds of fear and turn to the friends around me. With my smile of peace, I'll greet you one and all. I'll work, I'll fight, I'll sing and dance of the peace of the youthful spirit. Get ready for my bugle song of peace. Peace, 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 I can hear the bugle calling, roaming round my land, my city and my town. Peace, 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 I can hear the voices ringing, louder while my bugle calls for peace. Get ready for my bugle call of peace. Peace on earth, y'all. So good.